श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। नमः श्री शङ्करानन्द गुरुपादाम्बुजन्मने सविलासमहामोह ग्राहग्रासैककर्मणे। We saw yesterday what is the meaning of samadhi. Here Vidyaranya Muni explained to us which samadhi he explained. Nirvikalpa samadhi he explained. What is Nirvikalpa samadhi? Dhyatru-dhyane parityajya. How can you say it is Nirvikalpa samadhi? Samadhi abhidhiyate. This is called samadhi. But he didn't tell us which is Nirvikalpa or Savikalpa. Then how do we know? Because he mentioned that samadhi where dhyatru and dhyane parityajya. Dhyeya eka gocharam. So when the meditator and the meditation is given up, meaning awareness of these two are not there, only Dhyaya Vastu is there, that it becomes Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Triputi doesn't exist. Only Dhyaya Vastu is there. Dhyaya Vastu is there means what? When meditator and meditation is not there, it is as good as saying all the three Triputi doesn't exist, except the pure awareness alone exists. Dhyaya Vastu. Now, how it is example? Nivata Deepavat Chittam Samadhi Abhidhiyate. Now, this is called Nirvikalpa Samadhi, right? Now, how do you know that there is Samadhi? How do you know if the mind is totally absorbed in Samadhi, then how does one know that it is Samadhi? That I was in Samadhi. Vyuthitasya smaranad anumiyante. Once you wake up from the Samadhi, you get the memory, you remember that I was in Samadhi. So, what is the rule here? The experiencer and the one who remembers are always the same, because experiencer only can remember. Rememberer is different, experiencer is different, ऐसा नहीं हो सकता है. Therefore, he alone, the one who experienced Samadhi, after coming out of Samadhi, he knew that I was in Samadhi. Okay? So this is what is told. Now another doubt is raised. What is the doubt? In Nirvikalpa Samadhi, there is no effort, prayatna shaithalyat. Why there is no effort? Because one who puts effort is absent. Who is putting efforts there? Dhyata. There is no dhyata. Are you understanding? In Nirvikalpa Samadhi, there is no meditator. We have seen, no? Dhyata, dhyana, parichajya. When there is no meditator in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, meaning there is no effort. If meditator is there, there is a prayatna. So Yoga Sutra says prayatna shaithalyat. There is no effort afterwards. When there is no effort in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, when there is no meditator in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, having understood so far about Samadhis, we have exhaustively discussed. So, if that is the case, if there is nobody to make the effort in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, then how can you say that the thoughts are continuously flown towards Atma? We saw, no, in previous sloka. What is that? Vrittayastu tadanim, in the Samadhi, during Samadhi, Ajnata are unknown, but api Atma gocharaha, though they are not known. You are not knowing the thoughts. Why you are not knowing the thoughts? Because the knower is absent. But even though there is a knower, one meditator is absent in the Samadhi, but the vrittis are constantly flowing towards Atma. When you decide like that, Atma gocharaha, vrittayaha, vrittis are constantly flowing towards self. But there is no meditator. There is no effort. Who is maintaining then the vrittidhara? Who is making these thoughts constantly flow towards self? Our thoughts are constantly, continuously pointed towards Atma Tattva. This is a question. Because you say there are Ajnata but Atma Gocharaha. You see, very interesting, no? Thoughts are not known, but they are directed toward, not known to the meditator, because meditator is absent.
Without meditator, how can thoughts be?
That is the question raised now. That's a question. Answer will be given by Vidyaranya Muni. हमारा काम क्या है? राइट क्वेश्चंस रेज करना. जवाब देने वाला कौन है? विद्यारण्य मुनि. In fact, did we get this question? We don't get it. We only use the words, like if children chant rhymes, they don't know what is the meaning of the rhyme, but they chant, prattle. That is our Vedanta. I want to tell you. More we study, more we don't know anything actually. We don't know anything, nothing we know. Shadanga Vedas are, Shadanga Vidyas are there. We don't know anything. Shadanga Shastra, we don't know anything. Vyakarana, Niruktam, Chandasa, Jyotisham, nothing we know. Siksha, Vyakaranam, Kalpa, kuch we don't know. And they are the 6 keys to Veda. Neither we studied Veda, nor we have studied Brahma Sutras, Guru Mukhataha. I mean, we are a long way to go to understand Vedantic knowledge. With 1 or 2 years Shravana or 10 years Shravana, we cannot claim that we know everything. We know only the words, and without knowing the meaning of it. That is why we have to study. Study means Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam. So morning you can, during the class, Shravana. After some time, Manana. After some time, Nididhyasana. So 3 should go continuously, every day. Some time for Nididhyasana, some time for Shravana, some time for Mananam. Okay? There is a doubt now. What is the doubt now? How can, because he said Ajnata api Atma Gocharaha, no? Previous sloka. Thoughts are Ajnata, unknown. They are not known to. Why? There is no nowhere to know them. In Nirvikala Samadhi. First one is what? There is nowhere to know them. But the thoughts are there. And those thoughts are continuously flowing towards Atma Tattva. After he wakes up from Samadhi, he knew that I was in Samadhi. But during Samadhi, he was absent. He means that meditator. It's a very beautiful thing. Vrittina manuvrittistu prayatnat prathamadapi adrushta sakrudabhyasa samskara sachivat bhavet vrittina manuvrittistu prayatnat prathamadapi adrushta sakrudabhyasa samskara sachivat bhavet. Now please listen, close the textbooks. Or read, I will take rest. For 2 minutes I can take rest. You want to read? Read. Now, anuvritti. Vrittinam anuvritti. Anuvritti means what? One vritti ke piche, one me vritti. Continuously, the continuity of the thoughts. Vrittinam anuvrittihi. Tu, indeed. In Samadhi, in Nirvikalpa Samadhi, anuvritti of vrittis. Anuvritti of vrittis means continuity, continuously flowing thoughts. The continuous thought flow in Nirvikalpa Samadhi towards Atma Tattva, even though there is no meditator, even though there is no ego or prayatna, that is, there is nobody meditator to create these thoughts. In Savikalpa, it is there. In Savikalpa, meditator is there. But we are talking about Nirvikalpa Samadhi. So there is no meditator. But the thoughts are going in one direction. So, vrittinam anuvrittistu prathamat prayatnat. How? Earlier efforts. What you have put it? Thoughts flow. Meaning what? Earlier means what? During Savikalpa Samadhi. During Savikalpa Samadhi, what is that you have been doing? During Sravana, somehow you are trying to pull the mind into the class. Then you become alert listener. Then you go and Mananam is done, sometimes not done, sometimes improperly done. Some after long practice, you have mastered the Mananam also. How to do Mananam is a great art. While walking, while cooking, while eating food, while taking bath, Mananam is going on. So, you are actually running a motor inside mind. Sanskaras are created. Mananam. Then Nididhyasana started. Towards the self. Then Savikalpa Samadhi started Savikalpa Samadhi, where with full Nididhyasana, Savikalpa almost same. So Savikalpa Samadhi, Savikalpa. You have started going. And there has become an undercurrent of the mind, it has become a habit in the mind that the thoughts are constantly flowing towards the Paramatma even without your effort. Like I tell you one thing. With full involvement, suppose you have lived a day reacting to every experience of the day intensely. Are you understanding what I am talking? Reacting to every experience intensely, you are reacted for a particular day. And every experience created a powerful dent in you that day. Everything is impressed upon you, your mind. And that day, night, without your effort, mind produces all thoughts, a mixture of all those experiences are thrown for its amusement on the mental screen. Mind only throws out into its own screen and shows you the entire film of the day. Yes or no? Now tell me, how the mind itself is running its own thoughts? Because if you are actually fighting person, suppose example I am giving, suppose two individuals in a family like a Mahabharata every day. It could be anybody, father, son, brother, sister, husband, wife, or mother-in-law, daughter-in-law, or father-in-law, son-in-law, whatever it takes in a relationship. Constantly fighting, barking, angry. And every day they dream, same fight, same arguments in the dream also. Yes or no? Think. Suppose you are a teacher, teaching Vedanta. You may dream taking some class time हो रहा है, class में जाना है, class में बोलना है, and you start thinking in dream also analysis of Vedanta only. That means what Savikalpa Samadhi during that Nididhyasana, whatever thoughts you are deliberately created out of effort. So, Prathamat, initially before Samadhi, you have put your conscious efforts and that become Adrushta. 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 Adrushta means what? Not seen. That's why luck in English it is translated as what? Adrushta actually. Suppose suddenly somebody got some lottery, we say Adrushtam. Adrushtam means? What is luck? Luck is that the cause of which you are not able to see. Luck doesn't mean muft mein. What is the meaning of luck? The cause of it? I don't know. Now, for example, in previous life, all of you must have done something. Something must have done positively regarding spirituality. And automatically they are creating you a world, environment, effortlessly coming to class. You come with effortlessly or with effort? It's not a school, no? If it's a school, you have to put effort. But student put effort. Jana hi pad raha hai, obligation. You are not coming under obligation. I am pakka. You don't have any obligation towards me. Number one. So why are you coming? And while coming, is there any fighting with the mind every day? Class में जाना पड़ रहा है. That fighting is there? No. Then how come without any effort, your thoughts are bringing you here? प्रथमात् प्रयत्नात्. Prayatnat, prathamat prayatnat api. Now imagine, in this life at least imagine, unless you have a powerful vasanas of previous life listening, in the beginning, attending to spiritual talk means what? How did you get into this habit of listening? I don't know. You think first day, in the beginning days of your life, not so much it was. You did not develop taste. But little vasana were lingering, previous vasanas. Those vasanas are brought you here. Those vasanas have created the world for you. It's very interesting. Because of vasanas only we are here. Because of samashti vasanas only you people and me are here. If I have no vasanas to meet you, I would not have come to Noida. Think. So my vasanas are flowing. So whatever without effort, if you like something, and some people like drink, smoking without effort, they must have practiced it in long past life. So therefore, in nididhyasana, if you put efforts continuously for long time, that becomes adrushta. Then asakrut abhyasaha. Sakrut means once. Asakrut many times. Therefore, create a powerful vasana for Shravana, for Manana, for Nididhyasana, for Savikalpa Samadhabhyasa, Nirvikalpa Samadhabhyasa. Powerful vasana we should create. Think. You have created a powerful vasana for listening. Therefore, to attend a spiritual talk is no more an effort for you. It became a vasana for you. Suppose 2 months I don't conduct classes. I will take holiday. Why you should only go to America for 2 months without bunking classes? I will also plan next year 3 months off. No class. Then your vasanas are there, no? The तड़पते रहते हैं, कोई नहीं बोलने वाला, कोई नहीं, सत्संग मिल नहीं रहा है. Then we will ask our committee, किसी को बुलाओ. Vasanas are become. Think. So adrushta, which is not seen, held done in the past, asakrut abhyasaha samskara. Samskara, impressions formed, unseen impressions formed in the past because of efforts and because of repeated practice of practicing Savikalpa Samadhi, Sachivat with the help of the efforts, unseen efforts, put in the past for many times, results into today's effortless thought flow towards Paramatma in Nirvikalpa Samadhi. Actually, therefore, if you are not a meditator, if you are not a regular meditator, and somebody has been I met somebody, doctor in train sometime, says, Swamiji, evening from clinic I go back to 8 o'clock, khana khake, halka pulka, 9 o'clock I will sit in the night, I get up from meditation seat at 6 a.m. Whole night meditation. मेरे को पता ही नहीं लगता है, आराम से बैठ जाता हूँ, आनंदो आनंद. ठीक 6 बजे मेरी आंखें खुलती है. पता नहीं कौन सा, ही इज एबल टू, हमको क्या 1 मिनट बैठने में पैर में दर्द, घुटने में दर्द, दिमाग में दर्द. And there are some spiritual, I will not name the organizations. There the guru tells, they make them practice 2 hours meditation, 3 hours meditation, 5 hours meditation, whole night meditation. Does he give any mantra? No. He will say observe breath and keep quiet. How long should I observe? Whole night. So start with half an hour, 45, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 10 hours, 11 hours. Very huge following is there in that organization. What is it they are doing? Powerful vasanas they are creating. And added with that, suppose Vedanta knowledge, he used to listen to Gurudev also. That Guru now, elderly man, but he is very fond of Gurudev. In his interviews and all, he takes Swami Chinmayanandaji's name. He has a lot of respect towards Gurudev. So, abhyasa. And for us, there is no abhyasa. 5 minutes if I sit, एक आंख से देखते घड़ी कितना मिनट बैठ गए. Because we never practiced it. We never took it seriously. Japa, without losing my awareness, can I chant 108 times? माला घूमता रहेगा अपने आप, उंगली भी घूमते रहेंगे, उंगलियां, और मन भी घूमता रहेगा. और बाद में मेरू पकड़ लेंगे, अच्छा हो गया, हो गया. काहे का जप कर रहे हैं हम? इससे अच्छा पूजा मत करो, जप मत करो. फिर सपोज आई चांट 108 times. If I chant mentally, I must listen to my chanting and full awareness. If I am not aware of that for the particular mantra, I should not cross the bead. Tell the mind, I will not cross the bead, I will not move ahead till you chant with me with full alertness. I am not alert. मन में chanting हो रहा है, but I am not alert. That is not considered as chanting. I should be alert first. Think. So full awareness. That is meditation. So if you do that practice of that meditation, it becomes sanskar. I remember my mother used to sit 3 hours for meditation. 3 to 5:30, 6 o'clock early morning. Before these fellows wake up at home, coffee do, doodh do, ye do, o do, everybody sleeps. She will complete her meditation morning. 3 hours. और 3 घंटे बैठती थी. कैसे बैठती पता नहीं, कैसे बैठती है, ऐसे बैठ जाती. Then she must have practiced meditation and all in previous life also. Just as you have practiced, some people, new people, those who have no samskaras of Shravana, they can't sit in the class for 5 minutes also. क्या बोल रहा है? चलो चलते हैं. So you got samskara for Shravana. So I should congratulate you. That to subject like Pañcadaśi, and that to speaker like me, who never tells a joke. During the talk, no jokes. Serious chalta subject. So create that samskar. And then what happens? Meditator is not there. Vrittis continuously flow because of earlier abhyasa. मन को छोड़ दिया, there is no पकड़ over the mind, but always mind thoughts are all going and absorbed in self. And time passes, you don't feel that you sat for a 2 hour meditation, 3 hour meditation, कुछ भी पता नहीं लगता आपको, पता ही नहीं लगता है. अभी क्या है, 2 मिनट के बाद we get disturbed. Why? Other samskaras are there, no? So we have to practice. Then the samskaras will take me, just as without any difficulty I am listening now. Afterwards also without any difficulty I can sit for meditation, and meditated dissolved. Meditation is also dissolved, and dhyaya vastu alone remains, but vrittis are all focusing towards atma gocharaha, ajnata api. Very beautiful thing. So this is the doubt he answered. Clear? Clear? Good. So Bhagavad Gita example is given by Vidyaranya Muni, quoting Bhagavad Gita. Yatha deepo nivatasta ityadibhiranekadha Bhagavanimame-vartham Arjunaya nyarupayat Yatha deepo nivatastha ityadibhiranekadha Bhagavanimame-vartham Arjunaya narupayat. Now, 6th chapter, 19th sloka, Dhyana Yoga. There Bhagavan gives an example. How the mind will be. Now see, just remember. Flickerless flame. There are no heavy breeze or winds disturbing the lamp. And if you observe, that's why this is called one sadhana. In some sadhana, our yoga sadhanas, Hatha Yoga mein, this sadhana is given. Light a lamp, don't panka ginka mat chalu karna, and the flame becomes steady. And look at the flame without winking. How long? As long as you can watch. I know one of our Swamis, he did long time that sadhana. He would carry his own deepa, oil, wick, matchbox, 4 बजे उठ के नहा के दीप लगा के बैठ जाते थे. Now, listen. Imagine a small pond in the house. A lotus pond, small one. Filled with water. And that water, because there are no winds, that water became standstill. became so standstill, motionless, that you cannot even imagine that there is water in the pond. And whatever the reflected, the tree or building nearby, everything is so crystal clear, they are not shaking even a bit. That is called Nivatavat, Nivata Deepavat Manaha. Absolutely standstill. Now, if the pond is to be disturbed, it can be disturbed from two sources. One from external disturbance, second from internal disturbance. External disturbance could be a bird is flying, in its beak a small stone or small food is there. He dropped it in the pond, it caused ripples, and the whole pond started rippling, shaking. Or heavy breeze came, then the pond started shaking. Ripples started, big ripples. So whole water is disturbed. So one could be external source. How to protect ourselves, our mind from the external source, no more disturbs me, external world ke prati. What does it disturbs me from external world? My raga and dvesha. So when is it possible to make my mind obstacle free from the external world? When I have no attachment towards anybody, wife or husband or children or friend or nothing, no attachment to anything, no hatred towards anything. This whole Jagat is Maya, and therefore no external influence be the cause for creating any type of ripples in my mind. So mind is standstill. External things, anything can come and dance, but it is not impacting my focus, my concentration, my rippleless state of the mind is undisturbed. Then what is that? Inner disturbances. Inner disturbances are primarily on account of memory. Activated memory. Not quarantined memory in computer language. Not quarantined data, bytes, but it is not activated. Meaning there are no desires, no memory, unwanted memories, no desires. Imagine in the pond, you thought that the pond is absolutely standstill, no external disturbances are causing the pond to create vibrations or disturbances or ripples. You thought you protected it from external environment, and you don't know there are beneath the pond, the water of the pond, at the bottom of the pond, which is about 6 feet depth, you don't know there are innumerable say about 20 to 30 frogs are resting there at the bottom of the pond. You don't know them. So the frog families are there: husband frog, mother, wife frog, mother frog, father frog, children, friends, neighbors, they're all living. Even if one frog opens his mouth, it causes what? A bubble. Bubble rises to surface and the whole surface is disturbed. Think. That means what? Nivatavad Deepa means what? No ragadvesha, external world should not disturb me. No memories would disturb me. Then the mind is undisturbed. Such an undisturbed mind, if I can focus to begin with 1 minute, great sadhana, or 15 seconds, half a minute, 1 minute, slowly, you practice that. No thoughts would come. Mind stands still. If you can maintain that state for some time, so how to do this? Create sanskaras. Create vasanas for dhyana vasana. अरे भगवान देगा, भगवान कुछ भी नहीं देगा। भगवान बता रहा मैं आपको, कुछ भी नहीं देगा। पुट योर हैंड ऑन माई हेड, ब्लेस मी, ये सब कुछ भी नहीं है। विदाउट सेल्फ एफर्ट यू कैन नॉट रीच द एफर्टलेस स्टेट. डोंट इमेजिन आई एम सो गुड, my mind is so sweet, I am spiritual. Nonsense. It's all nonsense. So yatha deepo nivatasta ityad bhi anekadha Bhagavan imameva artham arjunaya nyarupayat. Same meaning. This alone is taught by Bhagavan. What is sloka? Yatha deepo nivatasto nengate sopama smruta योगिनो यत चित्तस्य युञ्जतो योगमात्मनः. Bhagavad Gita is fantastic. So this we have to practice it. You know, we are not doing any focused puja, we don't do. Focused bhajan, we don't do. Focused part, we don't do. Think. In a group, the mind field is different. Here the collective mind field, even though some mind is weak, the stronger mind field pulls that mind up. So dynamism is going on here. So there's a group thinking, group meditation is different. So there you find in the ashram, in the class, you are absolutely calm. Yes or no? Calm, quiet, alert, no tamogun. When you are alone, things change. So to get the taste of the calmness of mind, to get the taste of meditation, or to get the taste of anything, together if you do, that mahol is different. Puja we do, together we do, that creates a special mahol. People say, wonderful puja, acha laga, acha laga. Why? Their minds also are carried away by the total dynamic field, morphogenic fields are created here. So, this is to be achieved. What is to be achieved? How is to be achieved? Very simple. What? Shravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, Nirvikalpa Samadhi Abhyas. When you are doing Shravana, what will Shravana happen? Everything will tell now. He will tell again. Then in Samadhi, what happens? When you are practicing the Samadhi, what happens to you? Anada viha sansare sanchita karma kotayaha anena vilayam yanti शुद्धो धर्मो विवर्धते अनादाविह संसारे संचिता कर्म कोटयः अनेन विलयन्ति शुद्धो धर्मो विवर्धते. Now, sansara is what? Anadau iha sansare. The sansara is anadi sansara. चलता रहता है ऐसे. And I tell you, perhaps how many souls, jivas went up to Brahmaloka and came back, desiring back earth, we don't know. Because Abrahma bhuvanan lokan punaravartino Arjuna. हो गया डाउट क्लियर? Because Brahmalok also Dvaita. ब्रह्मलोक के ऊपर कौन सा लोक है? वैकुंठ बोलते हैं. वैकुंठ में भी द्वेष आ गया कि नहीं? जय विजय के बीच में, जय विजय सॉरी बीच में नहीं, जय विजय गर्व बढ़ गया कि नहीं उन दोनों में? हम लोग बड़े हैं, विष्णु जी के द्वारपालक हैं. व्हाट इज वैकुंठ? शुद्ध सत्व, सत्वगुण देर प्रधान भगवान के सामने. आप इसीलिए किसी की भी आराधना करें परोक्ष रूपेण, कोई फायदा नहीं होगा जब तक आप अपने आप को नहीं जानते. यही वेदांत सिद्धांत. मैं राम जी की आराधना करता हूँ, कृष्ण जी की करो, खूब करो, भगवान के आशीर्वाद से अंतःकरण शुद्धि होगी. बट यू हैव टू, जैसे रामकृष्ण परमहंस को इस गुरु तोतापुरी ने बताया, कट द हेड ऑफ मदर काली, काट दो, सिर काट दो. बोला मेरी माँ है, खड़ी है सामने ध्यान में, माँ ने कुछ ने काट दो बोला है. मैं कैसे काटूं? काटना ही पड़ेगा. माँ का सिर इज वेरी क्लियर, स्टैंडिंग मदर, कट इट ऑफ, ही सेड. तोतापुरी सच्चे समाधि अभ्यास में रहते थे. देन ही वेंट टू निर्विकल्प समाधि. सो ए किंचित द्वैतम ऑल्सो इज ए बॉन्डेज. So in this sansara, which is constantly changing, हम भटक रहे हैं. हम सबका एक कॉमन टाइटल है. What is the title? भटकात्मा. And every life husband, every life wife, every life children, every life one girl, every life hopes, own house, every life debit card, credit card. फिर मर गए. अपने आप को शर्म होना चाहिए ना, इंक्लूडिंग मी. कब तक कि झेलते रहते इसको. So anadau iha sansare. And how many times we have done sanchita karma kotayaha. कोटि कर्म इकट्ठे किए. बाप रे. अरे आप शिरडी साई बाबा कहानियाँ पढ़िए, महाअवधूतों कहानी पढ़िए. किसी को कोई अनुभव हुआ, बहुत बाबा बोलते थे, ए बे ते तो 20 जन्म के पहले की पुरानी बात है ये, तब से लड़ाई जंग जारी है. बिटवीन स्नेक एंड फ्रॉग ही वाज टेलिंग. कब से लड़ रहे हैं सब, कितने जन्म से लड़ते रहोगे आप लोग दोनों, बस बंद करो अभी. दुश्मनी रख कर मर जाते हैं ना. So karma koti, sanchita karma, my God, it's a huge, हिमालय से बड़े हैं, मेरु पर्वत जैसा होगा. And that much, in that, from that huge karma we have taken just not even 1% of the vasanas. इस जन्म में खर्च हो गया. And we are very alpa jivas. How long you are living? 70 years, 80 years, 90 years, 100 years. How long? A small age, small time compared to the eternity of time. In that only, every life, we get attached to so many things, so many thoughts, so much of sansara. As though my wife is permanent, husband is permanent, children are permanent, house is permanent, I am permanent. एक वन बालूर चाइल्ड टोल्ड मी, जब मैं आता हूँ आपको कुर्सी में देखना चाहिए मुझे बैठे हुए. मुझे पागल का, मेरा काम तो नहीं होता क्या, मैं घूमता रहूँ कहूँ. उसके भी वासनाएं हैं कि मैं दिखना चाहिए. That idiot, I asked him, how frequently are you coming? No, that doesn't matter. Whenever I come, you should be available. Stupidity. That is how we are insisting the world. That is why absolute vairagya. Karma, koti karma. Anena vilayam, anena samadhina. This, by this samadhi abhyasa. Which samadhi abhyasa? Nirvikalpa samadhi abhyasa. Karma kot, the karmas accumulated in crores of janmas are burnt. Nonsense. That's why Mahatmas wait for their body to drop off. They are not even conscious of their bodies. अवधूत घूम रहा है, देश में बहुत लोग हैं. So, Shuddho Dharmo Vivarthate. And because of this, Karma Koti, Sanchita Karma is destroyed. Then what happens? Shuddha Dharma Vivardhate. Shuddha Dharma means what? Dharma Antakarana. Here Dharma means what? Antakarana. Shuddha, Atishuddha Antakarana forms. Crystal clear Antakarana. And we have so much of jidd is there, insistences are there. In every organization, you take anything, you take, people are always insisting. And Shuddha Anthakarana grows because of the Samadhi अभ्यास. चलो हम कहाँ पर है? ऑन एंड ऑफ श्रवण में है ना? ऑन एंड ऑफ श्रवण. एंड जो श्रवण करने का मौका है वो भी हम ऑप्शन लगाते हैं. ऑप्शन. अरे you may not agree what I say, but the fact is social obligations also distracting you. Sorry to say. Unwanted soul. Tell no, these 2 dates I am not available, I have to attend satsang. Not available, don't come. बोल नहीं सकते. क्या लोग क्या सोचेंगे? आपका दिमाग लोगों में फंस गया. And once you travel all these things, you kick the house, sansara also. Turnam vinirgamyata mejagruhat. Enough of this sansara. Enough. And I come out. Like Ramana Maharshi walked out, Tapoji walked out, Gurudev walked out. How long these bondages? So finish it off. Whatever you have taken in this life, whatever has been already on your head, don't add. Clear it off. Don't add means what? Swamiji, bete ki shaadi ho gaye. Now the daughter-in-law is pregnant and we have to go to America for service. कब तक ये करते रहोगे? Suppose you are dead. Will she not deliver a baby? बोलो. You are dead. बड़ा बोझ उठाना है, बोझ, दुनिया का बोझ. As though you are a fit, responsible person. On the marriage day, you should tell, don't depend on me for deliveries. Employ a nurse, she will do better service. ज्यादा उड़ाता. हम क्या करते हैं? एक के बाद एक, एक के बाद एक, एक के बाद एक, एक के बाद एक. Then any guru tells meditate. कहाँ है का meditation? आप जैसे हम तोड़ी है. आप तो बिना responsibility घर से भाग गए. तो तू भी भागो. किसने मना किया? किसने मना किया? Spirituality means 24 hours business. It is not a part-time business. 24/7. हम क्या करेंगे? देखिए, इस तरह का डेंट मारेंगे स्पिरिचुअलिटी के ओर, थोड़ा झुकेगा. घर जाके इतना मारेंगे कि उल्टा हो जाएगा पूरा. बहुत अच्छा. इतना डेंट वापस आ जाएगा. पहले ऐसा था, ऐसा किया आपने. बाद में क्या है? इतना सा मारा, इतना ज़्यादा वो उधर चले गया घर की ओर. इसे समाधि अभ्यास. कर्म को, संचित कर्म को, कोटि कर्मयः, कर्म कोटयः burnt, vilayam yanti. And one day, we have to spend, say no to the world. Gurudev used to say, a drunkard is there. He one day thought, I will stop drinking. All drinking friends, 10 days, they tried to inspire him. साथ में बैठ जाओ, पियो मत, देखते रहो, पियो मत, हमारे लिए सेवा करो, तुम हमारे वाइन विस्की लेके हमारे ग्लास में डालते जाओ, पैग में डालते जाओ, कोई बात नहीं, साथ में रहो, मज़ा आएगा. इनकार कर दिया. धीरे धीरे ऑल फ्रेंड्स लेफ्ट हिम. दुनिया चले गई बाहर. Smokers, you stop smoking, all smoker friends will go away. You start nonsense, all nonsensical friends will go away from you. That's it. That's it I have ever seen. With except work related, a phone call, I don't go to anybody's house. I don't call anyone. I don't message anyone. I don't ask anything. Have you ever seen? कुछ भी नहीं. आपने आस में बैठ जाओ. कोई काम है, जाओ. अपने आप कहीं मत जाना. कुछ लोग पूछते, स्वामी जी आपको बोर नहीं होता क्या? वहीं बैठे रहते सुबह से शाम तक. समाधि अभ्यास इज रिक्वायर्ड. निरंतर गुरु चिंतन, गुरु स्मरण, योग उपनिषद स्मरण, आत्मस्मरण, वेदांत स्मरण. कर्म कोट विवर्धते. Then absolute antakarana becomes pure. Antakarana becomes pure because sanchita karma kotayah vilayam yanti. All the accumulated karmas are destroyed. In Gurudev calls it as in the white heat of meditation. Very beautiful word is he has used. In the white heat of meditation, all the vasanas gets burnt. Just as, it will come now, it will come. Just as your worldly desires have come down or not? Huh? Why? Because of listening. आपके बहिर्मुखत्व में थोड़ा कम हुआ कि नहीं? बहिर्मुखत्व में जितने बहिर्मुखी थे पहले उतना तो अभी नहीं है, क्योंकि हथौड़ी खाने आ रहे हैं. भगवान हमको सिर पर हथौड़ी लेकर मारते जा रहा है, पटापट 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 पटापट. Unable to bear the hathodi, we started changing. Then what happens when obstacles are removed, you became master, then you enter into samadhi, then that samadhi is called dharmame gamivam prahuho. Samadhim yoga vittamaha varshatyesha yato dharma amrutadhara sahasrashaha dharmame gamimam prahuhu samadhim yoga vittamaha varshatyesha yato dharma amrutadhara. This is called dharma meghamimam samadhim prahuhu. Imam samadhim. This samadhi. Which samadhi? Nirvikalpa samadhi, where vrittis are beautifully drying and there are no obstacles at all. No obstacles. Antakarna became crystal clear. There are no desires. All karma is done, burnt. Then what is that? You attain one samadhi that is called dharma megha samadhi. This dharma megha samadhi is word used also in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Dharma megha samadhi. Prasankhyaneyapi api akusidasya sarvatha vivekakyatehe dharma megha samadhi. Yoga Sutra. And which a highly refined discrimination. And it reaches a samadhi. Where is that samadhi? That samadhi is what? Yeshaha varshati. Yataha yeshaha varshati. Because this samadhi varshati, showers what? Dharma amruta dhara. And in that nectar of the self bliss, aneka sahasrashaha, in million waves, in thousands of waves, you feel you are actually that Atma Dhara, meaning that nectarine, like rain, shower. Like for example, in peak summer, you take cold shower, how ananda it will come to you. And in this samsara, we have been roasted because every experience is painful for us. Why? Why? Because Sukham also, Dukkhamayam only. Because Sukha is gateway of Dukkha. Dukkham, of course, Dukkham. So ultimately, what is there in the world? Dukkham only. One Dukkham is I am not getting Sukham. Other Dukkham is Sukham is not permanent. दोनों तरह से थप्पड़ खा रहे हैं. One Dukkham is what? We are not getting Sukham. Other Dukkham is what? Sukham is going away. It is not permanent. So again I become Dukhi. मतलब दोनों तरह से दुखी है. ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है हमको. ये समझ में नहीं आता है. Therefore, in such a kind of a continuous dukkham in ananta kala mein, and at the time of death, great dukkham, as though I am leaving this world. What as though I am leaving this world? This entire relationships, entire thing what you have built, just switch off. Neither you are male nor female, nothing, you are wife or a husband or children or a Swami, a ashram, Novida, nonsense, nothing will be there. You will never meet your loved ones again. What is there in this life? And therefore, death is painful. After death also painful. My father used to tell me, when I was studying 4th standard, I think, he used to tell me Vedanta. Very interesting, he used to tell a very interesting way. So I asked one day, what will happen after death? Because he died when I was studying 6th standard. So by 6th standard, he taught me so much Vedanta, my head became bloated. Such Vedanta he taught me. So I asked him, 3rd standard, as a 4th standard, I asked him, what happens after death? He explained many things, of course. Teaching alag hai. One day he told me, one more thing I will tell you today, listen to me, what happens after death? I said, yes, tell me. You are dead. Think that you are dead. I closed my eyes. I said, okay, no, I am dead. You are no more on the earth. Yes, okay, I am no more on the earth. But since birth, since you have grown childhood, already child only, since my childhood, That time you have been taking everyday coffee. Yes, morning coffee I take. No doodh, ghee and all that. My grown up by birth. Therefore I take coffee only. Coffee I take. Okay, you take coffee. But you are dead now. How can you take coffee? You don't have body. But 6 o'clock your mind tells coffee पियो. पीने के लिए शरीर नहीं है. मन बोलता है कॉफी पिलाओ. Desire is there, body is not there. Imagine, I said horrible. फिर मेरा क्या होगा? तो अभी नो आ जाओ, वापस आ जाओ दुनिया में. आ गया. अब बोलो. कॉफी पी लो अभी पहले. पी लिया कॉफी? हाँ पी लिया. अब क्या करो? इसीलिए बुद्धू डोंट गेट अटैच्ड टू कॉफी. मतलब कॉफी मिला तो पी लो, नहीं मिला तो मत पियो. Similarly with everything. So more you are attached, more narak you will experience after death. ठीक है. सो जिंदगी जीते समय भी दुखी है, मरने के बाद भी दुखी है. मैं सब दुख के बारे में बताता हूं आपको. Then you enter into other's womb. Which womb I don't know. Animal womb, human womb, snake womb, mosquito womb. I don't know. Upon our karma, we enter some womb. Okay, मनुष्य womb में गए. Because थोड़ा सुन लिया ना, श्रवण गिवन कर लिया, तो ठीक है. तो अगले जन्म में मनुष्य जन्म ले लेंगे. बट गर्भवास, बाप रे, मूत्र पुरीशया, in fecal matter, urine, blood, and stuck up there. And the stupid mother eats mirchi bhaji. And you scream. No voice also to scream. And mother is passionate, watching movies in stereophonic theater. गर्भवास नरक. बर्थ सुखम, पेनफुल. जन्म लेने के बाद यू नो. क्वेश्चन इज कर्म कोटयः. वी हैव नेवर एक्सपीरियंस्ड व्हाट इज पीस. What is actual Shanti, we don't know. When the Antakarana becomes pure and Dharmamega Samadhi starts showering the nectar's bliss in Samadhi, then alone we will understand what is the real meaning of joy, what is the real meaning of bliss. आइसक्रीम खा के मजा आया, अचार चाट के मजा आया, ये सब मजा बेकार मजा है. कर लो, मजा कर लो, चाटो, खाओ, but it is not real. Then what is the samadhi is called? Dharma Megha Samadhi. You experience that showers of the nectar's bliss, of the self bliss in a million waves. There what happens? Because of that Dharma Megha Samadhi, because of nectar, because you realize that you are Sat, no fear will be there. You have conquered fear. And you realize that you are Chit, no doubts will remain. Doubt-free knowledge. And you realize you are Ananda, no dependence on any vastu. And therefore, once those Mahatmas who attain Nirvikalpa Samadhi, they refuse to come out. And some of the master, whenever they want, they go into samadhi. एक बाहर आधा घंटे के लिए बाहर आया, शरीर को नहाया धोया, थोड़ा खिला दिया पिला दिया, हाँ हो गया मेरा काम, जय राम, आंख बंद कर चले गए दोबारा. For them, entering into that state and identifying with the body, which is a prarabdha, बाएं हाथ का खेल. So that samadhi is called dharmamega samadhi. Patanjali Maharshi says, tataha klesha karma nivrittihi. Because of that, from that, say klesha, karma klesha nivrittihi. Tada sarva avarana mala upetasya jnanasya anantyam jneyam alpam. Patanjali Maharshi says, in that Mahatma, Dharma Samadhi, that knowledge becomes what? Tada sarva avarana mala upetasya, avarana malas are all removed, destroyed, jnanasya anantyam. Once you start experiencing that you are infinite, expansion self I am. And what happens, Jnanasya anantyat jneyam alpam. Now we are alpam. For us, jneyam anantam. Because now we are alpam, limited. What is noble is infinite. हम देखते हैं सृष्टि की ओर बहुत कुछ देखना है. And you have become so much expanded. Honestly telling, there is no doubt, no other. Don't take it any as a figurative language. Not a figurative language I am talking. You expand so much that the universe will become a speck in your consciousness. It is not a figurative expression. You know what is Swami Yoganandaji said? Paramahansa Yoganandaji. In me, 10,000 stars are there, he said. It's not a figurative expression. He expanded so much that awareness became that all the things are in him alone. For them, for such a jneyam alpam, then what is to be known is very little. Meaning, alpa vastu, there is nothing worthy to know. Because I am anantam. Patanjali Maharshi says, that is what is the knowledge. So, purification of heart takes place. Tataha krutarthanam parinamakrama parisamaptihi. There, such a krutarthanam, Patanjali Sutras, of Dharma Samadhi, there is no more further transformations required. Parinama parisamaptihi. Gunanam parinama samadhi. There is no question of qualities changing and all. I have changed forever. That is ultimate. There ends the evolution. Thereafterwards, I revel myself in myself as Ananta Tattva. Okay, I will stop here. Now 4 verses only are there. That hardly takes half an hour. But there is no, I will not tell today. 4 or 5 verses are there. Amuna vasana jale nishesham pravilyapite sanmulonmulite punya papakye karma sanchaya. That we will see next month. Om Purnamada Purnamadam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Sadgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai.